my name is Nihat Küçük. I'm working at the Mercedes-Benz Research and Development Center in Sindelfingen. We're trying to identify trends in the market and figure out what the benefits are.
Hi, I'm Matthias. I'm working at Porsche in the Smart Mobility department. We were working together with this what3words startup in the startup Autobahn context.
What3words gives you another option how to type in addresses. This is just an alternative option how to enter your destination.
They are convinced about their idea, and so I am also now, and I'm looking forward to see their technology applied throughout the industry through the next years.
What I have learned is that you have to have a few base values. You definitely make mistakes. You have to take these risks. And if your business wasn't risky, anyone could do it.
Hi. So yes, we've been really lucky to be part of the Startup Autobahn program. And the reason what3words exists is because addressing systems that exist today just aren't quite good enough. And I wanted to illustrate this example by talking a little bit about my experience in Stuttgart. So I'm not from Stuttgart. It's been a fascinating experience for me to spend so much time here, but it has also involved getting lost quite a bit. I don't know how many of you found your way here perfectly today, but if you look up this building on Google, it's a nice big rectangle, and it's got various different entrances. There's only one pin there. That pin is actually in the middle of the road, and it's certainly not that door where most of you came in, and it's not the door at the other side either. So addresses are frustrating when you have a big building like this, lots of different ways into the building. It's not very clear which one you should be using, and when I first came here, I got lost as well. I also get lost when I visit lots of other exciting places in Stuttgart. So I often get a pin right in the middle of a building, and it doesn't tell me which road I should take, it doesn't tell me where the entrance is, and I often have to phone people because I can't find them. I also stayed in Airbnbs when I was here. I love staying in Airbnbs when I travel. This is a great one. I stayed here a few times. You can see when I first stayed here in April, I got a bit lost on the way, and it actually wasn't my fault. The reason was because the taxi driver and I discovered that in Stuttgart there are two places called 30 Plienigerstraße. So it was pretty complicated for us to understand which one we were supposed to be going to. And if you think about the rest of the world, and you think about the way technology is moving, these problems with addresses are even worse when you think about voice. So I'm starting to put addresses in using my voice into my car, into my Alexa device, into my phone. And addresses just were not designed for voice. So this is actually a screenshot of my taxi journeys from the last few months around Germany. And these words, I mean, often they're very beautiful place names. They're often named after people. But trying to make sure that your voice technology recognizes words like this basically means programming in every single street name in any country, anywhere in the world, which is really frustrating. And it means it's really complicated for voice technology to recognize where you're trying to go. And then of course, there are lots of places in the world that don't even have addresses. So this isn't about addresses that aren't good enough. There are no addresses at all. If you think about an Airbnb in the woods, maybe it's very beautiful. If you think about where you want to buy your street coffee from a food truck, if you think about going to a festival, it's very easy to get lost at a festival because there are no addresses. And so we basically decided we wanted to fix this problem. Now, there is a universal addressing system, and it looks like this. So it's universal, it's unique. Unfortunately, nobody's ever said to me, Claire, let's go for a drink at 25 degrees, 9 minutes, 40.918 seconds, etc. So we wanted to make this human-friendly. So we divided the entire world into a grid of 57 trillion squares. Every single one of these squares has been labeled with a completely unique address made of just 3 words. So I can say to you, come and meet me at table, chair, spoon, or deliver my pizza to a specific entrance to a stadium. So every single 3 meter by 3 meter square in the whole world has an address. It's also got built-in error detection. So if you make a mistake, that's okay. We know humans make mistakes. We've built in error detection so we can fix those mistakes. And we've also done this in 14 other languages. So if you want to get a delivery to a particular park bench, or you want to meet someone for a date in a park in Berlin, you can use 3 German words or 3 English words to find your way there. So we're being used all over the world in about 170 countries these days, used in all kinds of ways, from travel guides that are helping you discover the world, to e-commerce sites, because of course when you're doing delivery you really do want it to be door-to-door. We're used in Airbnb, so people don't get lost like I did, so lots of Airbnb hosts use us around the world. And of course, it's just great for discovering those hidden gems. If you want to find a beautiful place to visit, you can use a 3-word address. So we've been lucky enough on Startup Autobahn to work with the 3 partners. One of those is DXC, so you've seen our work with them around drones. One example of that is looking at how drones work with voice.
Alexa, go to location, public warns artist.
Going to location, public warns artist.
So we've been thinking with them about how the future will look when you're commanding drones with your voice, and what the cities will look like at that point. We've also been lucky enough to work with a really exciting team at Porsche, and we've been thinking with them about what navigation looks like outside the car. So if I'm trying to find a waterfall, I maybe can't drive my car there, but I'd really like to know where it is. So we've worked with them on a smartwatch app that will allow you to find your way to any 3-word address outside of the car. And we've also been incredibly lucky to work with the team at Mercedes. One of my favorite parts of this program is that we had a mentoring session with Mr. Dieter Zetsche himself, which was an incredible experience and one we would never have had if it wasn't for this program. So we've got these really exciting projects with these different partners. Watch this space, there's lots more to come. I'm looking forward to sharing these stories of what we're building in the next few months with everybody. And one big benefit is that I don't get lost in Stuttgart anymore because everybody sends me 3-word addresses. So every meeting I have in Stuttgart, thank you to everybody who sends me 3-word addresses to make sure that I never get lost.
You know I love it when the music stops, but come and strip
Thank
that
you so
down
much,
for me,
Claire.
baby. Now there's a lot of people in the crowd, but